Welcome to the Ska History Hour with your hosts, Jose Rojas
Hello.
and myself, Daryl Rubio, wherein the purpose of this channel is to spread awareness of ska music and its subgenres to the world. Today, our guests are members of the Calamatix. We have Raylin and Adam. They're technically from the Los Angeles area. We want to thank you for being on here and taking the time to speak with us to share your stories and your music with the ska community. Can you
Thank you
please?
so much.
Yeah, thank you. Can you please tell us each a little bit about yourselves and your role in the band?
Hi, I'm Raylan Joy. I am the singer-songwriter of the band. And I don't know, where do I start? I hail from Scotland via California. It's a long story. Missionaries were involved. And I moved to LA when I was 23. Started really pursuing music in like 2000 and wait, when was it? 2014, 15 maybe. But me and Adam have worked together since I first started doing music back in the day, and we would do like open mics together and stuff like that and just
Nice.
jam. So yeah, like when we're thinking of putting a band together, like Adam was literally the first person I thought of, like, hey, let's do this.
Number one.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
And for you, Adam?
Hi, I'm Adam. I play guitar and co-founded the band with Raylin. And my musical journey started actually when I was 5 years old. I started on piano, then started playing trumpet. And then when I picked up the guitar, I was like, oh, this is my special interest. And then I became obsessed with it. And I started doing that from that moment on, playing in punk bands and metal bands. And then I went to college in Boston. That's actually where I met our drummer, Clarence. Him and I have been playing since 2002. We actually played like in a neo soul, like R&B band. And then after graduating from school, I started playing like touring in the Boston punk scene. I actually even played with a few like ska bands. Like I actually did the last ska show at CBGB's, but it was a punk band at the last ska show at CBGB's, so that was a really great night. Um, and then when I moved up to Los Angeles, became friends with Ray. And then when we played music together, I'll never forget the first moment that we like played one song together. And I was like, this is musical just chemistry. And it was from that moment we just been playing together. It's a good fit. She's fantastic to work with, easy to work with. Her voice is just wow. And
Yes,
that's
yes.
yeah. So when she's like, "Do you want to start a band with me?" I was like, "Yeah, let's absolutely let's start." She's like, "Oh, it's with Tim Armstrong." I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is
Can't say no to that.
yeah." I think I might just be like hanging out with my cat. So yeah,
Yes, I love her voice. What inspired the band name, the Calamatics?
That was actually Tim's idea. He was just like,
Oh,
"But I have this word, the Calamatix," and I was like, "Yeah, it's like it has a good ring to it, you know. It's like a fun made up word, but it kind of has like its own meaning, which I love. So yeah."
cool stuff.
You could have totally said it was like Swahili for like greatness or something.
No, it's actually like ancient alien
Texts
for
that we found.
peace, love,
Or
and
something.
zero fucks.
Oh,
That's awesome. Okay,
it's a curse
now
word in Yiddish, actually.
Yeah, wait.
so we saw that we see your band started in 2021. You
Yes.
guys already told us kind of about the formation of it, how you two met, and then your drummer. How did your bass player become involved? Because I know he's a studio musician as well.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you know more, Adam, because I know that Maddie and Clarence have been tight for a long time. So, Adam, you know more of the story of that.
When there's once again when you play with somebody and you're like, oh, this is it just locks, like there's no communication, it's just music. And that's how I felt with Clarence, and that's how I felt with Maddie when I played with him for the first time again. We're just doing some gigs like local LA things, like this is the unit. And then when the opportunity, like, well, I have to marry these two worlds and bring it in Ray and into Maddie and Clarence, and it was just we just flowed. And that's how the band kind of started. me bringing in the two worlds, and now we can deliver the Calamatix to it.
Awesome.
Nice. Nice. Now, do you remember the first show you guys played as the Calamatics? Now, can you describe what the vibe was like?
As the Calamatics, I mean, we played like a couple of like a couple, I mean, we were just playing like reggae-fied covers of songs,
Uh,
but the first proper Calamatics show was Redondo Beach Festival, and
Oh,
it was
I
super
was wrong.
fun. It was like a daytime kind of thing, like super
uh,
cool vibes. I was really nervous because it was our first show ever, and I was just,
mhm,
you know, obviously, but it was super fun. Like, you know, we got like a crowd, people were dancing, and like it was just like a really like cathartic because I mean, this project has been in the works for
mhm,
so long, you know, because
mhm,
obviously we like I've been working on this project kind of on and off for like a long time before decided to like make a band, you know.
mhm.
And that happened in 2020, so there was delays obviously because the world shut down. So, you know, it was just like really built up for a really long time, you know. But it was super fun and it just like that for me getting in front of people and like seeing people vibe to your music and dancing, especially like out of songs that were like really cathartic to write or whatever, you know, it was just like such a like full circle moment just getting it out there. Like that's my
Mhm,
favorite part is being out at festivals and like mingling with people and like the camaraderie of being on tour and like suffering together through things like flight delays and like all the little aspects of performing with a group of musicians is my favorite part of making. I mean, I love the writing part too, but you know what I mean.
Right, yeah. No, so you already wrote these lyrics like long time ago, in 2020 back then.
I mean, the first ever Calamatix song was actually written in 2017,
Wow.
but
Okay.
this was like way before the Calamatix was even like a notion. It was just kind of friends hanging out and writing music, and
Hmm.
it just like kind of grew into a point where it was like, there's a lot of songs here. We should like do something with them, you
That's
know, because
awesome.
they're good
That's awesome.
songs. So it would be a crime against humanity to deprive them.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
Man,
yeah.
in my head, I completely forgot that was our first show. I was thinking of the mid show, but I thought it was because that was like the album release debut show. I was like, oh no, I was completely wrong about that. Thanks for refreshing my memory.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a fantastic thing. Like the whole experience about that was we've been working on these songs for so long, and they're like so much like a part of our lives. So like the first time to play them, which has been like we've been working on this for like 3 years, 4 years, and then for like it to see people already singing a song that was like released just a few weeks ago was like it was a very oh this is quite exhilarating experience, and so that was for me one of the most monumental moments of a lot of work coming to fruition and being rewarded. So that was it for me.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I can't tell you how. Because like, I mean, I've done, you know, stuff before, but it was just like, especially a project that I've been working on for so long, and like these songs are mean so much to me, and seeing people like singing along is just crazy to me still. So it's really nice. I have a lot of fun really connecting with people on stage. So it's great.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
hard to
fun.
keep up with your toasting or your rapping on the root style.
I know. I've always said I am not a good rapper. I'm not a rapper. I've always been a singer, but I'm like, actually, I can. I mean, I listen to a lot of hip hop and,
Mhm.
you know, so I mean, it makes sense. Like Lauryn Hill, you know,
Okay.
I loved it. There's a lot of artists that sing and rap. That's why I love Doja Cat too. Like
Mhm.
she can really sing, but you know, she's got bars too. So
Yeah.
You can
that
rap.
was cool.
You got it. You got it.
I
You got
got,
the
I got,
attitude.
I
You
got
got the attitude. Yeah.
it.
So you have your full length self-titled release in 2024 on Hellcat. Um, I saw a post by you all that there may be some physical media coming. Do we have a release date? Do we know what formats?
We're working on an LP that we're getting ready for, but yes, we're working on it.
That's
I
awesome.
don't, we don't have an exact date yet, but yeah,
It's in the works, huh?
Is it
coming.
just
It's the
vinyl? Is it?
most requested thing that everybody asks about, and so we're
Yep.
really excited to finally do. And we're going to be doing a really limited run, so this is going to be like a special a special release. So it's gonna be very limited, and it'll be our first release, and then we'll do other stuff. But yeah, this is gonna be a little special capsule collection.
Well, we definitely want to get a copy
Yes.
of it.
Yay.
That would be awesome. I think it's on
Yeah,
you, Jose.
yeah, yeah. How often and where did you first start practicing that? And has that location changed from the beginning?
I think the first time we all jammed together, like before the Calamatix existed, was at Adam's rehearsal space.
Okay.
8 by 12 feet of fun
Yeah. It's just enough room for
for
us.
everyone to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Nice.
it's I'm still actually at my rehearsal space, and I just came from there this afternoon.
Hmm.
So yeah, yeah, it was in like once again like you get together with four people like this feels right, and that's where we started playing. Yeah, and
Nice.
the
Yeah, I
place still
remember when
exists.
the first time we played together, like there wasn't even like a gig or anything planned. We were just like, let's see if this fits,
Yep.
and just jam. And we were just jamming cover songs and stuff at the time. I know we sang Tyrone by Erykah Badu. I can't and like a James Brown song.
Oh,
Which
which
one
one?
was it?
Oh,
It was
that's the one that's on our shared Instagram. Talking loud, saying nothing.
Saying Nothing, talking loud and
Yeah.
saying nothing. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah, we love our soul stuff. We might be doing some soul related things for the next album. We've been working on the next
Really?
album. That's like been on the forefront of just like writing and stuff. So it's exciting.
Nice.
Cool.
So please describe your sound. What comes out of those practice sessions and your music? What is your sound that's described by your band?
I think that our sound is like it's definitely like rooted in old school rock steady, like 1960s two-tone, but because we all have different backgrounds, like I have more backgrounds in like soul and jazz and like pop and stuff like that, but and Adam, I know you grew up on soul and
Yeah.
funk and everything and like Prince and stuff. So we have like a lot of that kind of influence for
Mm.
sure. Um,
It's a special blend of a lot of things, and that's why it's hard for even us to kind of articulate because we've been playing and expressing ourselves through music for 20 plus years where it and for me this was a kind of a moment of I've not made it but I've kind of mastered my instrument and all of our members feel the same way as I feel like I can express myself clearer through my instrument than I can with my actual voice. And when we all get together, it's kind of that same thing as we can all talk and express ourselves so clearly through our music that kind of transcends a genre for us. And that's why we just make music that can connect to ourselves and then to other people. And that's how we've kind of been approaching it.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you.
Now, do you write
That's the
as a
most, go ahead. No, it's the most non-answer answer ever.
It's all good, Holmes. Do you write as a group, or does one person just like bring in the skeleton of a song? Like, I know you write the lyrics, right? So, but musically, I
it's
guess, how
it's
does that
kind
work?
of a little bit of everything, like all of us together. I mean, sometimes I'll come in with like lyrics and melodies or whatever. Sometimes Tim comes in with like, the skeleton of a song and we kind of like finish it together. But I think that ultimately like Adam will send me guitar riffs and, like so we're all kind of working on our stuff individually and we'll
Mm.
like bring it in. you
Nice.
know, but there are times though that we'll go into the studio and we'll start from scratch. And like maybe someone has like just like one little riff idea and we'll just kind of work off of it. So it kind of just depends on the feeling, I guess, like
Right.
it always depends on because I'll have ideas just like in the car, and like record it
Hmm.
on my voice notes and then bring
Yeah.
it out later. And I have voice notes from years ago, like so many that I just every once in a while I'll like pick something up. Like Dread was like that actually. I
Oh,
actually wrote that.
nice.
Um I had a melody and like I wrote I think the core like I had written some of it and had come up with a melody and then we started writing to it and I actually ended up changing the vocal melody to match the writing more. So
Oh.
it just really depends.
Mhm.
Yeah, the song kind of explores itself in that capacity. Few of the songs in the last record would start with either Clarence and I sending back like a drum pattern or a guitar idea, and then like, oh, I think this kind of matches here, and then like Boom Bop kind of came out that way, where I was like, here's a guitar part, and I started playing it, and he's like, and like I'll play like for 2 minutes, and he's
Mhm.
like, no, at 30 seconds, like that's the part, like that's the part. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then like and then we kind of get together, and we brought it to the studio, and then as soon as Ray heard it, immediately like a melody came, and she's like, boom, and the song, boom, came
Boom.
like right.
Up.
Nice.
Sorry, that was cheesy.
I
It's all
liked it.
good.
Um,
Nice, nice guys, nice.
Now let's talk about working with an iconic musician like Tim Armstrong and an amazing punk ska label, Hellcat. How did you all come into working with Tim, and what's the story behind that, please?
well, Tim and I have a close mutual friend, so we kind of met that way, and that was when the first song was written. My best friend from Scotland, she was in town at the time, so we're like, let's write a song, and then and then she went home, and me and Tim kind of kept in contact, and like every once in a while we'd get together and write. And then it just kind of grew from there, Like I said earlier, we just kept writing until eventually there were songs. But like honestly, like I was doing other music stuff at the time, so I wasn't really like focused on like anything like band related, that was just like a kind of like a fun little side writing project. But then it just grew into what it is. It was very organically grown. Um, and when it came time to like, okay, let's put a band together, I hit up Adam and then we just kind of grew from there. And obviously it made sense to be with Hellcat since this was a project that was started by Tim,
Of course.
obviously. So that's how that happened. And yeah, it was just like really amazing experience. I mean, he's such an amazing writer. I really felt like I had been doing my own musical thing, but I really grew as a writer and a singer when I started working with Tim. He's an amazing vocal producer. I mean, he's been in the business for his entire life. So, like, I really value his insight. He's like my big brother, he's just like such an amazing mentor in that way. And yeah, it's just been like really amazing and like getting to work together with Adam. I mean, Adam, he like you've been doing a lot of guitar stuff with Tim yourself too, huh?
Yeah, like Tim, and I always say this, he brings out the best in you, and working with him, it always makes you level up. And it's I first met Tim when one of my old punk bands toured with him. So I met him, did some shows there, and then I played a few like other concerts with him. So when I actually got to the studio, like, oh, like we have the history of touring and playing shows together. Um, and then when for me as a guitarist to come to the studio and be like, okay, Tim, he'll have an idea, and I'm like, here's my idea, and it's like you really have to know what you're talking about and feel confident in your part to bring it to someone of this caliber. And that for me, this is where it levels you up, and working with him brings it up to that level. And that was every experience that I've had working with him and playing with him has elevated me, and truly every capacity is in ways that I never thought that I was even, oh, I can do this. Oh my God, this is, yeah, wow. fantastic. So that's been my experience working with him.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I've had a couple experiences with him as well. Well, of course, both positive. I remember back in I think back in '92, I was a young punk and ska kid, but I remember I went early to the Whiskey to see Rancid play, and I was just standing outside and everything like that. And he's out there smoking, whatever. Comes up to me and asks me if I have tickets to the show already, which I already did. But he was just saying, "Oh, because I'd get you in if you wanted." Hey, fucking cool ass guy. Years later is when I started the record label, started doing all this stuff, and I had a friend was the Epitaph lawyer, who was also the bass player for Meal Ticket. And so when I went there and explored Epitaph and all of that stuff. And when I met Tim there, he asked me for my opinion on how the artwork was looking, what they were drafting for the Out Come the Wolves. And
Oh,
for him to ask me for something like that, it's like, holy shit, I'm just some stupid kid, that's doing some stuff. But to go from every experience, him just being a cool ass dude to being another cool ass dude.
that's
So those are my experiences that I've had with him personally.
that's a cool ass dude.
Just wanted to shout that out there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fucking cool ass dude.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. So what's your take on your local ska scene right now? Have you been to any like LA Latin ska core shows or anything like that?
Ooh, no, but I want to. Do you have the hookup?
Yeah, I do.
No, I'm seeing
he's
like
in
all
the
these backyard ska shows. I'm like, I want to go to this shit.
I
Okay,
know.
can I
You
swear?
guys
I
have
can
all
swear.
the info. You guys have been holding out on us.
I can
This
give you
ain't
all
Latin.
the info.
I want to get invited to the Latin ska scene.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Let's do
well,
it.
Jose's in a couple.
Let's
This ain't fucking Latin.
go.
Jose's got the hookups because he plays in a couple of those bands.
Nice.
Yeah, just starting, but yes.
Now,
The ska scene, the ska scene is actually one of the coolest, and it's the most welcoming, and like, there's just something real special about it.
yeah,
Like, I come from, I play like in punk and in metal. It's like it's a different world, and then there's ska is just a genuine brotherhood, sisterhood, companionship, love, and like even at the festival, it was something I didn't even realize, but our bass player, he kind of pointed out, I was like, this is it's a community that you don't see. And he's like, the only time he's ever experienced it was like underground hip hop. And
Mhm.
so like that same like really small, close knit world in the ska scene is very much like that. It's family. Oh yeah.
it is. I
Definitely
love it.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's probably the
same.
best thing about it.
Yeah, I think a lot of niche, like, kind of like, just like almost like a cult classic, like any kind of cult classic, like everyone's just kind of like brothers and sisters, you
Yeah,
know?
Yeah.
exactly.
But I have some friends that I met at the festivals, and we made our little ska travelers. But yeah, it's
Nice.
like it's from Puerto Rico. We got a couple from Puerto Rico, Monterrey, and California. And
Nice.
we've been going to
Nice.
Supernova and what's the other one? This is not Kraydon. Kraydon.
Croydon. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And we're gonna go again
Pennsylvania.
next year, and yeah,
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's what the thing with a lot of those festivals that they have every year is that everybody goes and meets everybody, and people that you see on the East Coast, you see once or twice a year, and vice versa. It's just fucking awesome.
Or just met on socials, and then now you meet him in real person. It's like, what? Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I know your face.
Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
Wait, I know you somewhere. Yes.
It's like, yeah, because Jose and I we saw a bunch of people there. It's like one person we saw who say, "We didn't, you don't look like that from the chest down." It's like, I didn't see you.
That's how it always is when you meet people on the internet.
Yeah,
Like the
exactly.
internet lies. And like, and you're not seeing the whole people. Like it's
Right.
always, people always think that I'm taller, for example, because I'm an optical illusion. I have like a short torso, so I always look taller in photos, but then I'm actually quite short. So
So you two live in California, right? And the other two live in Vegas?
no, technically, okay.
Because that's a story you told
Technically,
me.
my home address is Vegas, but
Oh,
I'm always in LA because obviously the band is here and this is
right.
where all the fun happens.
Yeah.
So Vegas is fine. No hate to Vegas. My
It's
dad was
Vegas.
born and raised there, but I like LA. What can I say?
Well, there's
Now I'm
gonna be
going to throw another
Scott.
question. I'm
There's
sorry, I'm
gonna
going
be
to throw another question in there because of your iconic signature look is usually with the extensions.
Oh yeah, with the braids. I'm
With the
just
braids.
I'm between braids right now. I actually I have been letting my hair rest a little bit, but I always go back and forth.
It was
That's
good.
good. Yeah.
Girls. Yeah.
That's the fun thing about braids. You can kind of change it up, you know.
Yeah. That's awesome. I can't do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you need a break, I can put in some braids too. I just
Okay,
Oh,
let's
that
see
would
that.
be awesome.
yeah.
They would be so because your hair is so short. You could only do
It's
braids like on the
not really.
top, so you'd be like a
Yeah.
mohawk braid situation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
that could
Maybe
work.
that could. Yeah.
now, really, I was going to mention the
I
Scotch.
won't lose an eye.
There
When I
is a
perform.
Scotch show tomorrow at Don Quixote if you're going to be in the area. There's going to
Oh,
be a Japanese band
maybe.
coming in also.
I have a thing tomorrow, but I'm not
Oh,
100% sure on what time it's at yet. But
mm.
we'll
Where's Don
exchange the
Quixote?
thing. Yeah.
It's in LA. I'm not sure of the address, but Don Quixote, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But La
Sounds like
Muerte's
fun.
going to be there, and yeah, hopefully I'll play a song.
That's a
Yes.
cool
Ooh, maybe
venue
we can
too.
flyer for the
Yeah.
show. Root Girl Riot. Yes. Coming up.
So after playing Supernova this year, do you feel part of a bigger worldwide ska family? I know we've been already talking about that this moment of questions, or is it still local for you?
Oh, you know what? Yes, it was really fun for us because it was our first East Coast thing. So like, we've always been like very pretty much local up until now. So it was really fun to get out there and get on the East Coast and like meet a bunch of new people. We definitely want to do some more East Coast runs next year. So
Nice.
watch out for announcements on that realm.
Cool, cool.
Um but yeah, like I mean I personally love the East Coast. Like I love traveling in general. I want to get everywhere. I just want to get everywhere. So
Supernova
Nice.
was like it was the moment where we realized that we were definitely part of a bigger community and just stepping in the world. It was like that was for me the most. We're like, oh, like people kind of know who we are and are excited for our show. And I was like, this is strange. This is new. I like this. That's nice. And for our and for like every like for to see Raylan get stopped all the time. I was like, oh, this. It's like wonderful. It's like seeing like you're. I'm really proud. Like, oh, this is great.
yeah, we're
You know,
growing up.
yeah, it's like hey, you like I'm like oh you know me, you want to talk to this fucking guy?
No, it was super fun. Like the community
uh,
was amazing. We felt so welcome there.
yeah,
I'm glad you guys feel that
I
way.
just
Yeah.
I had an absolute blast. Like there wasn't like because there's always like moments on the road where like things are frustrating, whatever, but I enjoyed every second of it. So
that was
Nice.
fun.
And
like
Nice.
that's
Adam, I think
like I said
Adam
earlier, it's
had
my
you had
favorite part.
Nice.
and Adam, your parents were there, right?
Yeah, and
Oh, awesome.
yeah, that was the first time that they see me play since in 2009.
Hmm.
And like so much like and talk about like the ska community is now my dad he's wearing all checkered socks and he's just
Is
getting
he?
all checkered shit. Oh
You
yeah.
were so cute.
Oh
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
that's
gosh.
cute.
That's
Oh yeah.
cool. What did
That's
they
my
say
parents.
about your performance?
My mom had critiques because she's a performer as well.
Oh, okay. What were
She so
critiques? What?
I come from a family of artists. So my mom's a dancer and a choreographer, and my dad's a hairdresser. So that's why I was always encouraged to like go on and just do whatever is the art thing. And then my mom, they were just they're so happy and they're so proud. And there's always like little notes and like this is how you can be better. And that's how I learned as a performer. And so that was nice.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
awesome that they help you
Yeah.
out like that, you know?
Oh
Okay,
yeah. Yeah.
here's a little, you could do this better, son.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Is my next one? Or?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
We always
So,
forget.
what's the wildest and the funniest thing that's ever happened at a Calamatix show?
The wildest or
Yeah,
funniest?
wildest or funniest?
Hmm. What do you think, Adam?
Give me a second. I know I got something, and
Okay,
it just
you got something
takes
in
me. It's
let him cook.
I'm I can't remember which city it was in, but I think we were. mm, Come back to me. Come back to me. Move on.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
sorry
I'm gonna have
then.
to articulate this. I know it. I gotta work it out.
So let's
So,
let's talk about this big ass ska festival, the Rude Girl Riot, a celebration of women in ska, October 18th at San Pedro. I see you guys are playing with 9 other bands that I don't believe you've ever played with before, which should be excited. How excited are you guys to play with all these bands, to be with this camaraderie? Is this your first time playing in San Pedro? Any of that?
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely our first time playing in San Pedro. I think the closest we've played is Hermosa Beach. So that's
At St.
really
Rock?
exciting. I have worked with Shira from Sublime before
Mhm.
because we did Gritty and Pink together. So super excited to be sharing the stage with Shira, but I'm super excited to network and meet all of these amazingly talented musicians. So it's going to be very fun, and we're really excited to dance with you all and just celebrate ska and Rude Girls.
Awesome. So how did that
Nice.
whole thing come about with you guys playing the show?
Well, we had been contacted and we like checked it out and like obviously love Rude Girls. So as soon as I heard the name, honestly, I was like, yes.
You know what? I cannot take credit for the name. The name I actually had for the festival originally was um God, what was it?
What was
The
it?
Dames of
Oh
Ska.
yes,
What it was. It was the
The
Dames of
Dames
Ska,
of
the Days of
Ska.
Scott.
and nobody liked that. No one liked it. And so
This is like a Newsies type of thing. Hey, I got
yeah,
the
yeah.
Dames of
It's
Yeah, we
like
Scout.
got
no
the
one.
The
Dames of
Dames of
Women.
Ska.
Come on in, guys. Come on.
It's like, and I thought it's a
The Dames
celebration
of
of
Scout.
women, and you're calling
Yeah,
them
go.
dames. I was like, oh, okay. So
I just think of like secret, private detectives and
yes, guy, look at that dame. You
Yeah,
watch yourself.
some
Uh,
scotch and a
yeah.
cigarette.
so
There you
We can
so
go.
want the
the
fishes in no time. See, man.
the uh, the name actually came from Chuck Wren from Jump Up Records. Chuck had looked at it, and because we had talked about things and brainstormed about ideas and stuff like that, and Chuck got back to me one day and said, "I've got it, the Rude Girl Riot." No, I think he said Rude Girl Riot, and I added a the, so now it's my idea.
No, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I mean, everyone loves a Rude Girl,
yeah,
and
because this has never been done.
Yeah,
As far as I know, as far as anybody knows, really, we've never had an all female fronted ska type of festival or concert or show, right?
right.
Yep.
That's
I
what
mean, not to my
Karen said
knowledge
that too from
anyway.
Chase Long Beach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is awesome. Yeah,
Super happy to be a part of it.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much
Oh,
for having us. We're
oh,
so
I'm
excited.
I'm stoked. I mean, so I know we're talking about. So I'm going to skip to another question. Sorry, Jose, but
No, you're good. You're good.
when we saw you play at the Punk Rock Bowling, because I know I spoke to you, I think I spoke to you and your drummer Raylin after the show or after
Hmm.
your performance or whatever. We saw you there with Mephistopheles, Toasters, Linville, Agro Lights, all of them. You guys were one of the standouts to me, and I loved it. Your fucking set was amazing, so damn good, and that's when I knew I wanted to book you guys. So thank goodness I got the opportunity to do it, and I just can't wait to see how everything plays out.
Yeah, me too. Thank you
Yeah,
so much for having us.
of course.
Yeah, I was
Festival
like
wouldn't
a
be
pro.
happening without you. Yeah, the festival wouldn't be happening without you and putting it all together. Is the idea to have 9 female fronted ska bands? It's incredible.
Well, we started
Incredible.
out because Jose has a record label called Skanking Force Media, and he's putting out Lone Raspberry's album. This originally show was centered around Lone Raspberry's reunion
Oh, nice.
and the record release show. And then we just had a couple bands on it, and then it ballooned bigger. And I said, I need to have a headliner. And so that's when I contacted Stormy because I dealt with her before. And then that's how everything came to fruition. But I remember we had Lone Raspberry and a couple other bands to do it.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
like that punk rock bowling, I was like front row, and Raylin, you were like singing right to me. I was like, oh my god, I love her. Yeah, I love the sound, and I'm like, oh, I'm in love. And then Daryl's like, hey, I want to put him on his headline. I'm like, dude, yes, please. Yeah. So okay. So have you had any unexpected fans or collaborations or moments where you thought, wow, Scott really connected in surprising ways, or connects in surprising ways?
I think for me, definitely like growing up in Scotland, I remember hearing the Specials and Madness
Mhm.
on the radio all the time growing up. So even before I really understood what ska was, like I always knew that I enjoyed it, you know?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
I didn't really start like exploring it until I was like a teenager. When I, started exploring music in general. And that's when I discovered more like 90s ska, like No Doubt, Sublime, like, like Real Big Fish, like all those kind of
Mhm.
big ska bands were very in the forefront. So, and I was also in like the punk and goth scene at the time. So I was just kind of like into everything, just exploring everything.
Mhm.
But I definitely got really into it when I became a bit more of a stoner.
Oh, really? Hold on, wait. Okay,
Well, just like reggae and just like that whole
right.
genre of stuff. I
Okay,
was,
no, I hear
like
you.
I,
I
I
hear
like
you.
the chill, like the two-tone, but then also like the upbeat and like more
Mhm.
dancey. I just love the spectrum of it. And I think that that's what resonates with our music a lot is because we kind of pick from the whole range of it. It's like we
Mhm.
don't really stick to one era. We're kind of all over the place
Mhm.
Yes.
and kind of just embracing all of the aspects. So
I never thought about that. That's a good answer. I
Yeah.
don't know if I can top
I
that.
got
So,
nothing to say.
But
That's
I got into ska. I started the first band I ever toured in was a ska band in college, and
was it?
that's where like you get it's the broke up right after
Oh,
right after we toured. It was
what was the
back
name of it?
yeah.
it's Boston the Quitters.
The Quitters. Okay.
Yeah, we
Well,
did like a
that
small
their
tour.
name fits, right?
Yeah.
The first turn the quitters. Oh, dude.
They lived up to the
that's
name.
Yep.
actually funny.
No, which actually, yeah, a good point is like what are conversations, and that was one of the most unique things about any show that we played, and specifically like with Supernova Scholar Punk Rock Bowling, is it's so much of a community,
Mhm.
and the most actually poignant thing that made sense to me was at the Punk Rock Bowling show. I was talking to somebody who has ADHD, and he's like, "That's why I like Scott because there's like 47 things going on that don't make sense." And I was like, "Oh, that
That's
actually
me.
that tracks."
How
Yeah.
about the inflatable pit, mosh pit? Did you see that at the Supernova?
Which one?
Uh, on the second day was it? The inflatable
Oh,
mosh pit?
we missed it. We
Oh,
missed the second day.
Yeah.
oh.
Who started the pit?
Well, inflatable costume peoples. I was in a
Oh,
big
nice,
shark, hammerhead
nice.
shark
Oh,
costume.
nice,
Yeah,
During
nice.
no
I'm
normally
really
during
sad I missed
it's
this.
during
Yeah.
Sergeant Skaggs
yeah,
set.
always during Sergeant Skaggs set, they always have something going on, and so they had the thing that Jose was a part of, and right in the middle of the pit with the inflatables, and they took a big picture after. It's a thing that they do every year.
Nice,
Pretty cool.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what challenges has your band faced during your time as a band?
Hmm.
I think my main challenge has just been going between Vegas and LA all the time. But other than that, like things have just kind of moved along very like organically. I think I said that before. But yeah. What do you think, Adam? I'm curious to know
That's
what you
actually a great
say.
question. Yeah. The way that I approach any like we as a group have no issues, which is actually one of the most refreshing things. Is like we just all get along with each other, and that's so rare in the music industry. So that, yeah, she's threatening me. Yeah, yeah. All right, all right. That's nice. That's all right.
Okay.
The our biggest challenge is what actually any band faces. How do you get your music out there, and how do you promote, and how do you kind of share and spread what you're doing
Mhm.
to access to people who are music fans? Because that's at the end of the day, and it's kind of how I approach like any interaction at our shows. I remember like if anybody comes up to me and tries to talk to me or ask for autographs, I was like, I was literally that kid. It was like, will you sign this for me, please? Thank you. And I remember being told no, and I'm like, oh, I never want to be that fucking guy.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh man.
yeah, it's a
Wow.
horrible feeling.
Yeah.
So to me, to get back to the question, the biggest challenge we face is just getting our music out there and then promoting it. Because
Mhm.
in 2025, it's hard to travel, it's hard to tour, but we still do it and make it make sense. And make it successful. And that's how the challenges that we faced.
Yeah. I mean, we're ska nerds. I mean,
Yeah.
we even though we do
Nerds,
what we
ska
do,
nerds.
we still love the
Nerds.
bands. We love the music. We love to nerd out on the music too. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why he's skanky for us. Everyone knows this guy because he's in the pit, skanking with everybody, and he gives the biggest, sweatiest hugs to everybody too. That's what he's known for.
I'm so sad I missed you on Saturday.
All good. It's all
Yeah.
good.
Teasing.
It was fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything was great for me until Sunday morning. But
Yeah.
yeah. So
Crazy.
And actually, it still was great. It still was great.
it was still great.
Yeah.
I was still there. Yeah.
So
Go ahead. Sorry.
so ska has always had its ups and downs in popularity. What kind of
Mostly ups.
ups? Yeah, what keeps you motivated to keep pushing forward as a ska reggae band?
I think it's one of those things like I said earlier, it's a cult classic. Like even if it's not like at the forefront all the time, there's ebbs and flows like the ocean, you know. But I think that it's one of those things that never fully goes out of style because it just makes people feel good. And if you love it, you love it.
Yes.
You know, it's very like it's very dedicated fan core, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, and like I said, you know, like ska now more than ever, as they have been saying, because with shit these days,
Oh,
it's some
Yep.
joy. Oh, it's so crazy right now. So, yeah, people need to dance and people need music. And if there's one constant that happens during times of strife, that's when music and art really explodes because people need an outlet and it's something that cannot be stopped. You know, art will not stop as much as people will try to censor it or whatever. Like,
hmm.
people are never going to stop dancing and enjoying themselves, and it's a great distraction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love the music. Like that's
Yeah.
why I go in the pit. The music motivates me, and like my body just goes, "Hey, you got to go in the pit now, right? Go."
Yeah. That's when he
Yeah.
transforms from Jose into skanking force. I mean,
What's your
doing this
superpower?
in the time that we've done this podcast, we talk with a lot of bands, and there's some bands that we just totally just like nerd out and just like, oh God, I can't believe we're doing this. It's been with Jose, it's been with me with some of the bands too, and we just love it. And that's just like ourselves and other podcasters and other bands and
Mhm.
influencers and all that stuff. It's all about the music, the community, and we just want to make sure this
Yes.
genre stays alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adam, you asked me if what's my superpower? It would probably be a
Yeah.
juggernaut type of superpower because when I go in the
yeah.
pit, get out of the way.
Juggernaut.
I'd say you're talking to a fellow comic book nerd, so that's why I was asking.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Do you play Marvel Rivals?
I don't because
Oh,
are you ready for
sorry.
the real nerd thing? You ready for the
Okay.
real nerd
All
thing?
right.
Because that's not how the actual would fight if they were actual superpowers.
Okay. Okay.
That's why. You're talking to a man who literally has a Spider-Man tattoo right here that says
Okay.
"Whip."
Oh my God, dude!
He's
You,
good.
the Spider-Man in that game. If you're not a very good Spider-Man, like if you like lock in real quick with that character, you're like, oh no, the game's over, man. Oh no, this
Yeah,
is like,
because like you got Spider-Man, you got the Invisible Woman, you got the Incredible Hulk, and he's kind of bouncing around. Like if Doctor Doom was actually there, you would all be dead.
yeah.
This is
You're right.
dude,
No, yeah,
don't try to nerd out as Scott nerds and my comic book nerds. Ooh, we're gonna have battle.
but you have to have a game. But I like how they kind of like tailor to the character. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yeah, I'm actually happy that it's the people are
right.
playing it. And if I was that age, I'd be like, yes, this is awesome. So
Exactly, right? Because I'm learning on that also right now, because I'm playing the Thing and Venom, and like swinging around with
nice.
Venom and attacking with Venom, then like I did coming out from the ground and just chomping on everybody. So okay, I'm learning that.
I'll talk about this all day. All day. I also have the radioactive spider that Peter Parker tattooed on me. That's right
what? Oh,
yeah, that's a radioactive
nice.
spider that bit Peter.
Oh yes, yeah, nice.
Nerd.
Now,
nerd.
Your question, sir?
Yeah.
Go for it.
The Beach Life Festival. You played with Sublime, The Pretenders, Cake, Susanna Hoffs, a lot of bands. Please tell us about this experience because that was just on that Saturday you played.
Oh, it was so much fun. Like that was super fun too because we were able to have like the whole band for it. So it was really special and we got like I don't know what were you expecting, Adam? Because I didn't really know what to expect. I was just excited to be like sharing a Rasta with so many iconic people. So I was just happy to be there.
It's the thing that brings all music fans together is it's music. And
Mm.
Mm,
anybody who is coming there and we what was it's interesting being like a performer, but then also like I like to watch the crowd and seeing like the kind of ebb and flow. And people would always like would stop and watch a set. And if you were there to watch Sublime, if you were there to watch the Pretenders, everybody would be able to enjoy any of the other performers. And so our experience for that was just being able to reel people in with our music, having them enjoy it, and then also enjoying all the other people that were
Mm.
performing there as well.
mhm.
Yeah, man, what a amazing artist to share the stage with.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
weird. Like I got we got our merch set up, and like next was like Alanis Morissette, Lenny Kravitz, and Sublime, and then the Calamatix was like, "This is okay. That's
Are
all
you sure
right,
that's
cool."
right?
Yeah, I was like, "Okay,
My wake? Oh,
yeah,
Well, that's amazing. What a great opportunity.
yeah."
yes, yes. Now, I love the song "Still Rudy." It has a great rhythm and great message of not giving up on oneself. I believe, right? Did one person inspire this song, or where did it come? Where did it come from?
Tim actually inspired this song. He kind of brought the idea and the concept together, and then we finished writing it together. But I definitely like feel the sentiment as someone who is older and refuses to grow up because um so yeah, that song really resonated with all of us as a band because I think we all feel the same way. Like none of us like we're all in our 20s for perpetually. So even
I'm
even though,
13 even emotionally.
like Pocket, he's a dad, so he's like the dad of the group, he's the one that's like, but he's still,
We
he's
try to annoy him all the time.
what?
We try to annoy him all the time.
I
Oh, you're the
know.
dad. I'm gonna do everything I can to irritate you.
But he's so cool. He's not phased by anything. He's the cool dad,
Yeah.
So, but I know he feels the same way. Like not like you're as young as you feel at the end of the day,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I think when you have a love for something like isn't great, especially with music. I mean, they say that what you listen to from like the ages of like 14 to like 20 or whatever, though, like that music is going to stay with you forever. And I
Hmm.
think a lot of us that grew up in the punk scene or the ska scene or, like the alternative scene in general, like we all still have that spirit, and that spirit was fuck this. We're gonna do what we want, and and we're all punks. So
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
end of the day, so obviously none of us are going to want to conform. And
yeah.
so I think that song speaks to a lot of people.
Yes, yes. I do not want to conform at times.
Yeah.
Yes,
Now more than ever.
yes. Now I'm wondering, right?
Now
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
you briefly spoke about an Erica Badu and James Brown covers. You guys also have Marcia Griffith covers and Amy Winehouse covers that you guys play. Are you guys working on any other covers? Any of this stuff going to be available that you guys are recording?
I mean, not officially as of yet. I mean, nothing's off the table. All ideas are good ideas. But we started off playing together. We would play covers. So there's a lot of stuff that we would regify. Like even with Tyrone when we did Erica Badu and we were doing
That was
our
a fun one.
residency in Hollywood, we did like a reggae version of that, which was super fun. But you never know. You never know.
I think it was you two that did a just a solo or a voice, vox, and guitar on the Marcia Griffiths. The Feel Like Jumping, right? It was just you
Yep.
two.
That's kind of how
Yeah,
we,
yeah, just us. Yeah, we do a lot of
yeah.
stuff just us. Like we do Prince cover too.
Yeah, at our live show, if there's a lot of times it's like a really stripped down version of Prince's "How Come You Don't Call Me Anymore." But that's kind of how we started playing, is because we both just love to play music. Like, oh, when can we play? Like, let's just play. Let's play. And okay, even if we don't have anything to write, like let's just play some cover songs. And then in doing that, that's how we learn how to work better together. And as like in the band, that kind of the only like real melodic instrument at times, if it's just like we're doing a set with just a quartet. And I've spent so many years playing with her and working with her, as I know how to approach different things. I'm like, oh, she's going to go this way, and the band also knows how to work with me in that capacity. So it's really like it's a nice ebb and flow, and that's in our live shows. It's kind of something that you kind of always see, is we have an unspoken communication musically, and that's comes out in our live shows.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Good talk, Adam.
Yeah.
The end. The end.
No, and Adam's really good at like playing all of the instrument melodies kind of seamlessly together. So
Yes.
even so that's why when we do shows when it's just the quartet situation, Adam will do licks like the horn licks on the guitar, and he's really like great at seamlessly integrating that together. So
Dude, watching you live, bro, was also like awesome, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you. Thank you so much.
yeah.
Can I
Now
nerd
this,
out on this? Because it's like it's one of the few things that like I want to share like with the world in like specifically with like guitar players, because this is my special interest and I love talking about this stuff. This all came from jealousy over piano players. You're like, how come they can do all this shit and I can't? I was like playing one fucking note. No, I refuse to accept that. So I started to like play with my thumbs and index finger, and then doing the same things that a piano player would do. So you got the rhythm, you got the melody, and then working with just Ray, there was nothing else for me to rely on. So I had to provide the bass, the rhythm, the melody, and then that's in us working together in that capacity really expanded my vocabulary in that way. So I was able to, when it came to do live show, to start doing that. And
Right.
so it was like the pressure cooker thing is like it's time to rise to the occasion. And I was, oh, we got to do this stuff. Okay, I'm going to do this stuff, and then we just did it. So
Mhm.
any
nice.
guitar player out there, you can do more than just one note.
Right.
Yes.
That's all I have to say about that.
Now the song "Boom Bap" is that it's such a vibe. Now is the song title because of what the drums are doing in the background? And what kind of style would you describe that song?
Honestly, that was just the name that Pocket put for the initial idea, and we just liked the ring of the name, so we just kept
Okay, 'cause I was like, I
Yeah,
heard
hey,
like
we
boom
tried
bap, like
other ideas. We tried a lot of ideas where it's like you're like, no, that doesn't feel right. I don't like
yeah.
like a shoe that doesn't fit. You're like, no, I don't like this. So boom bop it was.
Yeah. That's the
nice.
same with dread actually, because dread, I mean the word dread isn't in that song at all, but that was just like
Hmm.
why I titled it, because it was just like this is a feeling of dread. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because I was going through a breakup and shit, and
Oh,
you
Oh,
know,
okay.
so
Mhm.
it was just that, and it just kind of kept the name. So I feel like sometimes, I mean, obviously sometimes it's just the whatever the tagline is, but certain songs just it just feels right to keep it like that.
So,
yeah.
I do know from Clarence's he's like that drum pattern is called a boom bop, and that's why he
that,
named it as such.
Hmm.
that's what I
Yeah,
was saying. Like the pattern of the boom bap, and I hear it in the song too. It's in there, boom
Mhm.
bap. So that's why I figured the drum pattern. That's the names, yeah. But what style would you say that song is though? Because it's not ska, right? I mean, but it has what do you call it? I don't know.
It's that whole gumbo thing, you
Okay,
know,
gumbo.
like
Okay,
it's just we all have our different vibes, and like if a song works, it works. And
I
that
love it.
definitely like it wasn't as rooted in ska as our other songs,
Hmm.
but you know, we just really liked how it fit on the album. And I mean, I personally really like the message as well, because
Hmm.
it's kind of like facing your ego and growing and like fuck fear, you know, that kind of
Hmm.
message. So
Hmm.
that meant a lot to me personally as well.
Love it. I love it. It's a break, like a nice break in the whole album. You know, when you listen to the
Hmm.
whole thing, it's like, oh
Thank
wow.
you.
It's like, wow, yeah, that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Daryl.
It's like a nice little vibey interlude.
Yeah. I'm totally vibing with it, and I'm gaming. And like, oh yeah, boom, 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 and then get a kill.
Venom coming up, getting that kill.
Yeah.
Or the thing. I've been playing the thing, and he could dive, attack people, and you like charge up the haymaker, charge up, and then they can get the back line, and they're like, oh shoot. I always at the end of the matches, I get like the healers are like, oh man, I wanted a sewer slider myself. You know, I don't want to say the real name, but the sewer slide they say. I'm like, what's that? But yeah, yeah. Anyways,
Now, I'm not sure if this relates to each of you, but it's a question I ask every band. Since we know that ska doesn't pay the bills, what are each of your occupations if you care to share with us? If not, we're good.
I do music. I still teach. I do production. I'll do working musicians. Anything that we can do to make ends meet. You know, I'll do sessions in a recording. I get a lot of people asking me to play in their tracks, so I get a lot of my income from that.
Nice.
I know you're a really good teacher.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
try. It's my love, and my mom's a teacher as well, so I learned from one teacher, and to me, knowledge for the sake of hoarding it is selfish, and I think that anything that you know and can articulate to someone else and they can learn something from that, that's kind of why you should gain information is to be shared.
Right.
That's why I went on that tangent earlier talking about guitar stuff too.
Yeah.
now the song "Lady" is so tough, man. Like such a groovy song, right? And would you say that song gets the crowd skanking? Do you see people like get
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
right?
one of my favorite songs just because it's just like bam, you know.
Yeah.
That's why it's one of the first songs we usually play too, because it's just like such a fun. And that was really fun too because like Tim sent me just like a guitar riff and like
Mhm.
like a little bass line thing and was like, "You want to write to this?" I'm like, and I remember like listening to it in the guitar on the guitar in the car and just like coming up with the first like verse. And then I couldn't really think of a chorus, and they were like, just keep saying like, you lady, And it was just like super fast. Like we wrote it like I think within an hour. It was just
Wow.
like, we had the general idea and then we finished it in the studio. I think I wrote the last verse in the studio when I came to LA. But yeah, that's definitely like one of my favorite songs. It's just like super super fun,
Mhm.
upbeat and sassy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
It's
love
a
it.
sassy song. I always like a sassy song. So, yeah.
We want me to ask another one? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
you now you
Go for
know
it.
that ska and humor go hand in hand, right? I know, and I want to know who's the prankster in the band.
The what?
The prankster. Is there a prankster in the band?
The prankster.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Is there a prankster? I know. Yeah,
Ah,
Adam. Oh,
Adam nominated himself.
Yeah, I'm the asshole. Sorry, asshole.
oh yeah.
You're the
But a good prank,
asshole. I
a
don't know
good
if you're
prank
a
ends with everybody.
prankster.
Yeah,
You're
a good
definitely the
prank ends with
asshole.
everybody laughing, and that's what I try to do. I heard that. I heard that.
So, what kind of pranks have you done, Adam? Or
It's a good prank ends with everybody laughing. That's what I'll
right?
try to say with it.
Okay.
So I know like I just have good timing like in the live situation. So I kind of prank in that capacity. I'm not gonna like put like anything gross in anybody's like suitcases, but I thought about that. I definitely thought about doing that. Like like when we flew back from Supernova Ska, I had our drummer like check one of my guitars because I wanted to save $45 on a bag fee. And I
Uh,
really thought about putting just weird stuff in there and having security check it. Like really, I was just like, how can I fuck with them?
yeah.
Oh God.
But I was like, I don't feel like doing
That's
that.
so wrong.
Oh my
I
god,
can
that
think
is
of a
funny
few
though.
things.
Like, knowing my luck, it'll be me, and then I'm now gonna go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Now,
I don't know if I'm a prankster, but I'm always an instigator.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm always down to get into
Do it.
some
Do it.
trouble.
Yeah.
Do it.
Adam is
sounds like a
verifying
good
that.
idea. Do it.
In fact, after Supernova Ska, there was an after party, and I was the only one that went. All the guys fell asleep. I had to
Oh.
go on my
My
lonesome. It was
parents were
super
in
fun
town.
though,
I went to spend time
I
with my
made lots
mom.
of friends. But Adam, I knew Adam wouldn't go because Adam likes his routine and stuff. He's very
Yeah.
particular.
I know we saw pictures with you and Clara from DACA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, still
No, it was
those
super fun though.
they are a hoot. We interviewed them a month ago or something. I remember. They're awesome. We love them, and I barely got to see them when they were second playing at Supernova, so I got to see them. I talked to them a little before Joker's Republic played, so that was
Yeah.
the only interaction I had with them, and I was so bummed too. Oh well. Now, what are each of your pet peeves and addictions?
Everything. Everything.
Everything's a pet peeve.
Everything.
Everything.
And
I hate
everything's
everything.
That is
addiction
true.
Everything. Fucking hangers. I hate hangers. Get out of my face, hangers. Hangers are stupid. They only belong in the closet. Anywhere else, they just get in your way and you flop around. Fuck hangers.
I don't know. I think my main pet peeve is just stupid people, I think, or just like, unnecessarily annoying people. Um,
I wasn't gonna
Addictions,
be
I'm
them.
definitely a stoner.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's my main thing. I'm definitely a stoner. And I do like a wee whiskey. I am Scottish / Eastern European descent, so you know
Is there a
what
My
I
certain
addictions are
mean?
whiskey? Is there a certain whiskey
dark
you
chocolate
gravitate
and
towards?
What?
Is there a certain whiskey that you gravitate towards?
I mean, I actually, even though I grew up in Scotland, I do gravitate towards bourbon more because I feel like Scotch is one of those things that you have like one Scotch and you sip it. It's not a let's go out and have a few drinks kind of drink. It's definitely like an after dinner thing.
Hmm.
But no, yeah.
Have you tried a peanut butter Scotch whiskey?
Yes, and I don't like it.
Really? Oh, okay.
No, I don't like sweet like flavored things. Like I'm an old school traditional girl, you know. I
Cottage
don't like the
lass.
flavored shit. I went through a fireball phase back in the day before I knew that it wasn't actually whiskey.
Oh,
It's just like a liqueur thing. But yeah, I don't the sugar is not good. It's too much.
Mhm. Now, I tried this
yeah,
question before.
yeah, no addiction. I have dark chocolate and popsicles. That's it. That's
Oh,
like
and green apples. That's also your thing.
I do. I eat a green apple every day. Yeah, that's
Yes.
true.
Oh,
Routine. Yeah,
nice. Nice.
yeah, yeah. If you spend time with me, literally, I have a green apple every day
Yeah.
between breakfast and lunch.
Even when we went to when we were playing Supernova Ska, his mom brought him green apples.
Yeah,
Oh,
And I was
nice.
like,
those are the
"Oh
yeah,
Granny
yeah."
Smith, right?
yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And she put
Those
it
are so
in a
tart.
bag with two of them, so it looked like a nut sack. Thanks, Mom.
For what, a bowl?
Oh, that's funny. So, what's on your playlist right now that fans might be surprised that you listen to? What is your like guilty pleasure song?
Oh, that's a hard question because that changed. I have ADD, so that changes constantly. Let me actually just look at my playlist and see what I'll
Okay,
tell you in real time right
real
now
time. Here you go.
exactly what I've been listening to. Because I'm one of those people that like I'll find a song and I'll just listen to that song constantly until I'm
Uh,
sick of it and then go on. I've been listening to so Left Eye, some old school Left Eye stuff.
TLC?
TLC.
oh,
Yeah. I
let's see. That's fine.
rediscovered
Okay,
Black Betty by Spiderbait
oh,
recently because
okay.
that was a song I was into back in the day.
What? Old Black Betty, Ram a Lamb. That one?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
that was
Oh,
banging.
Black
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby,
Betty.
Oh,
Ram a
I love
Lamb.
it. Damn it. Yeah.
But like a
Great
lot of
song.
like Stevie Nicks, I don't know,
Okay.
Rancid, Princess Nokia. I love her.
Cool.
I
Cool.
don't know.
Yeah.
Adam, you have any?
Yeah, Karen Dio's "Sick Ride." That's just one of my workout songs. I love that song.
Yeah.
Um, I do like a lot of pop music just because there's something in the structure of that I really enjoy. Um, what's her name? Olivia. I think it's Olivia Dean. I think it's her. Yep.
Dean.
Yeah, Olivia Dean. And this guy Somber. I just like the way he approaches the melodies. But for me, Prince is my all-time number one. That's my guilty
Nice.
pleasure.
Prince,
All
nice.
day.
But that's not surprising, Adam.
Okay. What's Oh, okay.
You're
What's
such
surprising is
you're
like
you can tell that you love, like, it comes through in your music, you know? Like, I feel like
okay, guilty pleasure. No, that also comes through in our music. Like G funk, like old like every 70s funk stuff. Like that's all the shit that I was. I don't have
That's
guilty
good
pleasure.
stuff.
Like yeah,
That's good
Mhm.
stuff.
like it's good stuff. It's
Yeah.
fucking good stuff. I like the sound of it. Like Sonics are fucking incredible about that.
Nice. Now, I have
Guilty
one
pleasure.
last question now, Daryl.
Go ahead.
Okay. So picture the Ska History Hour viewers discovering Calamatix for the very first time. Which track should they queue up and why?
I think we're gonna go full into Lady because we were talking about that earlier, and it's a good
Yes.
song. Ruth Style, Love Lies and
Oh.
Alibis.
Mhm. Oh, yes.
And then if you
Yeah.
want to get down, like, you know, in your feels, maybe some Dread.
Yes.
I like that one. That's my
If you need
personal
the
favorite.
feels to feel.
Get in your
Yes.
feels a little bit.
Yeah.
Get the feels.
The whole album. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say too. I was gonna say just the whole album. Seriously,
Listen
you
to
need
all
need
of
to
it.
listen from the beginning to the very end because
Yes,
it's an
all of
excellent
it.
album for real. For real.
Yeah.
I like Love Lives because it's got like guitar all over it.
Yeah. Of
Pretend
course.
you're in the 90s.
Oh, listening to like what cassette and what you got to
Yeah, like, do you just listen to the whole album?
the album. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
nice.
Now, where can we find your music? Well, normally both physical and digital. Physical, we already discussed that, but digitally, where can we find you? SoundCloud, where?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Apple
All of
Music,
the above.
Spotify, Tidal,
Except
everywhere.
Bandcamp. I haven't seen
Except
Bandcamp.
Yeah,
No, we're not on Bandcamp. That's the one thing that we're not on. But everywhere else, yes, you can find us and you can
Tidal,
stream
as
Calamatix
well?
us.
debut of self-titled on
Tidal,
Hellcat
yes.
Records.
Yeah.
Apple Music, Amazon, all of those fun things.
Awesome. And any last words that you have for the fans of the Calamatix out there and the viewers of this channel?
Yes, thank you so much for checking us out. We really appreciate all of the love. And you can keep up with us on social media at the Calamatix on all platforms. We will be releasing any updates on live shows, merch, physical copies of our LP, all of that fun stuff. So, again, thank you so much and check us out on the internet.
Nice.
Awesome. And the next show that you're playing, October 18th at San Pedro, the Rude Girl Riot Festival.
Hell
Can't wait.
yes.
Can't wait.
Very excited.
Tickets at Eventbrite, go there. Or if you don't want to pay the $4.26 fee, buy them at the door.
Yes. And we will
Okay.
see you there and get
We're
ready
so
to
excited,
skank
Joe.
with us. It's going to be a fun time.
That's right. All right. Well, we want to thank you for everything. We're going to ask you to hold on real fast. Appreciate you being on the show and taking time out of your lives. Jose, tell us about the Ska Box promo.
Sure, no problem. Hello, Skankers. Jose here, aka Skanking Force. Would you like to win a free Ska Box? It's as easy as following Ska Box Rocks and Sniff Dog Records on Instagram and Facebook. And subscribe to Ska History Hour on YouTube and comment Ska Box Rocks in any video to enter. Good luck!